in the beginning. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video if you want more content like this. And leave a comment.
Hey man, say man, welcome back to another Act Like You Know video. It's your boy Jaimito, and I'm here to discuss today the possible detrimental decision to Mike Tomlin's coaching stint as a Pittsburgh Steelers head coach, with the decision him and his coaching staff made to make Russell Wilson the starting quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers coming up this Sunday against the New York Jets after not Russell Wilson, but Justin Fields started off the season 4-2, 10 touchdowns to 1 interception. Now, this by no means is me saying that Justin Fields is the reason why the Steelers are winning games, because I would not say that's true. I feel like it's more of the defense, and Justin Fields was playing complimentary football, but it wasn't bad football. He wasn't making mistakes. He wasn't turning over the ball, and that's what you need as a good football team. Now, you got to understand, though, the Pittsburgh Steelers organization has been in the same kind of spot for the last 7 years. I think the last time Mike Tomlin won a playoff game was in 2018. We're like 6 years out from his last playoff game. Somewhere around there. This is the last time he won a playoff game. And they've just been like a wild card team, like a wild card, maybe divisional round team. That's as far as you're going to see them get when you think about the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that's not the level of expectation that Pittsburgh Steelers and the organization put themselves to. They're a very proud fan base, and they're not necessarily entitled. They're not like I'm a Yankees fan. So like, I think we should win the World Series every year. Like, regardless of like who's on our team, we should be. That's like our goal should be to win the World Series. We should be the most dominant team in baseball, because that's the level of expectation, success, greatness, or whatever the standard that that you've shown throughout your organization and you hold yourself to. And obviously, the Steelers are a team that has the second most world championships or Super Bowls in the world. So they expect to win championships or make deep playoff runs, at least be one of the top contending teams to win a playoff, to win the AFC and go to the Super Bowl. And they haven't been that for a long time. Maybe the last real shot they had was when they had the Killer Bees with Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, and they lost to that Jaguars team that ended up losing to the Patriots on their way to the Super Bowl. But yeah, man, it's not good. It's not good out there. It's just, I don't know, man. It's tough because I want to start off with, I understand. I want to start where I can understand where Mike Tomlin might be coming here from. Justin Fields didn't win the job. He didn't go out there and win the job. There's, if you like look at the film, you have like Dan Orlovsky and the guys talking. There are people open. Now, we don't know what he's being taught to see. You don't know what the scheme is. It could be a scheme problem or whatever, but there are guys running open at times, at least NFL open, not running wide open, but like NFL open where my quarterback should hit that pass. And obviously you got the game where you lose to the Colts and you lose to the Cowboys. Now, they were close games. The Colts game was more of a blowout. The defense didn't play as good, but the Cowboys game was very winnable, and it never felt like Justin Fields ever took that step to elevate the team to win that game. Like, that was a very winnable game, and the offense never got clicking. The defense did their thing. Obviously, they finally got scored on by Dak Prescott. And I also think that there's a stat out there that Justin Fields has never won a game where the opposing team scores 20 or more. So it's at that point, it's like, is Justin Fields the guy that I can trust in the playoffs to elevate the team, or be a guy that can, if I need a game-winning drive or if I need some offense, like, is he going to be the guy to elevate us? And obviously, you've seen Russell Wilson do that in the past. Now, it's been a while since we've seen Russell Wilson do that in the past, be at MVP levels, but that he has the experience and that he's been in those situations. So you might be possibly raising the ceiling, especially passing wise, with Russell Wilson. But it's just it's just an odd decision, I should say, to have Russell Wilson start this week when you're going up against a Jets defense that is not necessary, that is really good against the pass, probably top 3 defenses against the pass, and susceptible to the run. As a Jets fan myself, I feel like teams are better at just running all over us. As you've seen with the 49ers, you saw a bit of it with the Bills game, and just throughout random games throughout the season that the run has been way more successful than the passing. And it's just odd because with their pieces, the Steelers don't have great pieces. Let's keep it. You got Calvin Austin, you got George Pickens, obviously, you got Pat Freiermuth, you have the Cordell Patterson and the guys in the backfield, but these aren't guys that Darnell Washington, like these aren't guys that are really moving the needle. Maybe George Pickens, people can see him as a wide receiver one, but he's not really getting the opportunities to succeed. Now, is that a scheme problem? Is that Arthur Smith not trusting Justin Fields? It just feels like Arthur Smith and not Mr. Mike Tomlin, but Arthur Smith doesn't trust Justin Fields to be the quarterback to make passes. And you win a game like this past week, you win a game where your starting quarterback, yes, you scored 32 points, but your starting quarterback only had 145 yards. Now, the main point is winning. Let's never get away from that. The main point is to win the game. But you go up against a dismal defense. It's almost not fair, but it's almost like you expect Justin Fields to at least have 200 yards against the Raiders. Like 145, like I don't know. I mean, you don't ever want to do too much at times, obviously, because if the game's in hand, why are we just slinging the ball over the place, putting the ball in jeopardy and stopping the clock? But it's like, I don't know. I think that would have been a good game to build some confidence in Justin Fields, and it just never seemed like it happened. Um, and then obviously you got Russell Wilson, and the problem with this is, and this is why I felt like this can all implode in Mike Tomlin's face and the coaching staff's face, is because all right, so Russell Wilson goes out there, he lays an egg, right? Just plays bad against the Jets defense, not really moving the ball. It's still mostly the defense, whatever. Let's say they lose the game. And then you go out next week. I forget who they play next week, but I think it's possibly is it the Giants, I believe? Maybe it's the Giants. And let's say you lose against the Giants, who also have a good defense. They might like their offense is bad, but their defense is pretty solid. Like the Giants defense is solid. As you see what they did against the Cincinnati Bengals, they were able to hold them, but obviously their offense couldn't click. That's also a good defense out there. And if he doesn't succeed that game and they lose that game and you're 4-4, can you go back to Justin Fields? Or do you have to ride it out with Russell Wilson? Me personally, I would have just rode it out with Justin Fields. You have Russell Wilson on as a backup, a great mentor. And you can also bring him at any time if Justin Fields ever declines or the play on the field is costing you games, but he never cost you games like Kenny Pickett and the late stints of Ben Roethlisberger and Mason Rudolph were. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's tough because it's like you can see kind of a championship window with this defense. Like you have a defense like this, anything can happen. You shut down people, defense usually travels. You just need a quarterback that can elevate your team and just win those pivotal moments in the game to get you over the hump. And maybe they just didn't see that in Justin Fields because they have to make a decision on Justin Fields this year. Like this is the last year of his I believe his rookie contract because I believe they picked it up for him. And it's like you got to make a decision this year on what you're gonna do with Justin Fields. So I would have just kept playing Justin Fields and then we can make the decision. You have Russell Wilson, I believe, for 1 year. And Russell Wilson can always go on and do his own thing next year. And Russell Wilson's entering the latter stages of his career. Like there's not that many years left for Russell Wilson. Are you just gonna move on from Russell Wilson this point forward? Like, what is the plan here? I guess I'm saying. And if he goes out there and lays an egg, and then you start losing games after that, it's tough because this is a very vocal fan base in the Pittsburgh Steelers, and there's already been rumblings on like if they should move away from Mike Tomlin. And this is not to get confused. Mike Tomlin is top 3 coach in the NFL. Top 3 coach in the NFL. Like, who are you gonna replace Mike Tomlin with? Is the other counterpoint, but like I think Pittsburgh Steelers fans are getting tired of like, all right, we're a wild card maybe team, and we're gonna lose in the first round every year. Like something's got to change. Like something in the front office or something's got to change because we're putting out the same team. And yes, Mike Tomlin is doing a lot less with more, but we're not getting anywhere. And the first person that's going to hear it, whether it's fair or unfair, I think it's unfair, but Mike Tomlin's going to be the first one to hear that. So it all starts with him. I just hope this doesn't blow up in his face because this is a big move. Because if Russell Wilson goes out there and fail, can you really go back to Justin Fields? I think Justin Fields is a strong-headed person, but like I don't know. That's got to mess with your confidence. You get benched after you've been winning, and we got to keep the main thing, as your boy Jalen Hurts would say, winning is the main thing. At the end of the day, you play to win the game. And I don't know. This could end very badly for the Pittsburgh Steelers. It could also, turn some things around, or it could stay the same. It could stay the same. Russ Wilson could just give out the same type of performances as Justin Fields, just in a different way. But I don't know, man. I just feel like there's a lot more bust and boom when it comes to this move. And this could blow up in your face, and then you could hear rumblings of Tomlin really, really being let go by the Pittsburgh Steelers, which would be a very sad way to end this relationship, considering all the things that Mike Tomlin has done for the organization, being one of the best head coaches, and not just Steelers history, but just football history. So, never had a losing record. So let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want. And peace.